It's my favorite scissors.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it looks very alienish.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's very elegant, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, almost like a little sculpture.
Mm-hmm.
I have two pairs actually. It's the same. It's just that this was not kept so well, probably in a lot of moisture. So that's why the steel became so black.
So
Or maybe in the fire actually. I have a lot of handmade scissors that are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see it's really handmade, how it's forged together, and how this is sort of concave inside.
Yeah.
This is from India, according to internet source. This is a Turkish scissor for carpets.
Mm-hmm.
It's here. This is also Turkish for carpets. You'll see some resemblance with the tip
Mm-hmm.
and the back. Now this is very Chinese. See, you have one side that is open,
Mm-hmm.
and the other side that is closed.
Why the shape is like?
Well, we make in China. They make scissors that's like this as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then this is for people who are cutting really tough material and having to cut it a long time. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know, leather workers have to cut it for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Then they can apply more force with this shape,
Mm-hmm.
and their hand won't get tired
Mm-hmm.
so easily.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you open it, it sort of damages your fingers here as well.
Uh-huh. That's why.
And I have two pairs of this because I got this from a guy who made this in Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
He's retired, so these are the last two that he made. Whoa.
Well, why? Okay, so you can cut two papers in the same time.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
This is quite nice too. It's one of my prized possession.
Mm-hmm. Is that the biggest scissors you have?
No, not the biggest.
Okay.
But the knob is very nice.
Wow.
I think this is the biggest one I have.
Wow. Huh. Do you know what is that for?
Metalwork. Has to be
Metal.
for metalwork.
Okay.
Or maybe for glass.
Mm-hmm. A glass.
Maybe for glass. There's another similar one. This one.
Wow.
Also quite nice, but the knob is much more
Bigger. Yeah.
round. Super nice. Well, the oldest in my collection is this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's my first scissor, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It cuts like this,
Mm-hmm.
with little teeth. And I have this for 2 years or so without knowing what it's for, but then later I found out that it's for cutting eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So when you boil that egg, you crack it open and then you can scoop it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with a spoon. New ones. This was new, believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
My father bought this for me actually, but it was
Oh.
new. This was also new. Well, it was a bit cleaner when I bought it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's quite nice design,
Mm-hmm.
like a little bit like chopsticks. And then this was new. Cigar scissors,
Mm-hmm.
3 blades. This is cutting.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And this was new.
This small.
Really tiny
Mm-hmm.
scissors for cutting, little
Hair.
hair and just the heaviness in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes some I really like. For example, this is a folded gardening scissor made with a folded steel,
Mm-hmm.
and the steel itself is quite thick, so it's really hefty. You know, it's heavy in the hands, and
Mm-hmm.
you can feel that it's very heavy duty. It's quite nice. But on the other hand, this pair
Well, yeah.
with a little strange lever design, it's made of aluminum,
Mm-hmm.
so it's actually very unexpectedly light,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but it cuts really well. So this is quite nice as well. You know, when you
Looks.
hold it in your hand, and
Yeah.
it's so light, and so unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
So it's surprising. Yeah. But the point is, I think each pair of scissors have their own personality,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really nice to see all these personalities next to each other and compare and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Is there a scissors?
This is a scissor. You see, when you open it,
Mm-hmm.
this wheel turns. It cuts like that.
So it's more.
It's for fabrics,
Oh.
so you can cut fabric and then like that, and then it
Okay.
separates into a few pieces, and it cuts in a.
Did you try to
So-
use it
Yeah.
or okay?
It works okay actually.
Wow.
Sometimes it gets stuck though. I mean, it's old Caesar. It's not very sharp now,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but in principle, it works pretty well. I put this in a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly sizes and some use and design.
Mm-hmm.
For example, this is just from Metal Spring.
Mm-hmm.
This is size, and these two were the ones I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you can't say really well right now because these here. But then there's one drawer for gardening as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another one for metal work scissors. Because of the quantity,
Mm-hmm.
it's difficult to have everything just on one big surface. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
maybe a gigantic wall. You know, it's everything hanging on a wall.
Uh-huh.
Really, really gigantic wall. But then it doesn't work either because it's really nice when you can hold it and look very closely because there are a lot of details too.
Mm-hmm.
So if everything is hung on a wall, you can see the silhouette, but you cannot see the details.
Mm-hmm. Because it's hanging on the wall.
Yeah, it's kind of really far away,
Mhm.
and you don't get to hold it
Yeah.
and play with it,
Mm-hmm.
which is a big part of
Mm.
the joy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I started around 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, when I was living in USA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my father is a collector too,
Mm.
and he collects a lot of things. Now he's sort of focused on the white porcelain figurines.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the size of Chinese, like Buddhas or Chinese god and goddesses and whatnot. So I'd say it's this idea of collecting has been around in my life for a long time, and I like objects very much.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried to think of something to collect, and I chose scissors because it has the most variety,
Mm-hmm.
because people in different time and different culture use it, and for a lot of different uses, you know, in agriculture, in metalwork, in gardens, in kitchen, or in the
Mhm.
just normal daily use, textiles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very large sort of. There's a lot of samples out there of different
Mm-hmm.
forms of scissors.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very interesting subject to do, I thought. Well, I just look for anything that's weird, actually.
Mm-hmm. So you like
Uncommon. Something that I've never seen before.
special scissors?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, of course, at first everything was uncommon. Everything is new. And then later you learn more, you see more, and then,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you sort of complete the whole view of what all the varieties can be.
Mm-hmm.
There is one pair
Mm-hmm.
that I cannot afford. It's extremely, extremely expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But one day I'll have it. It is a pair from India
Mm-hmm.
that was used in I think in some sort of royal setting, a very rich family.
Mm-hmm.
It's about this size,
Mm-hmm.
and what's very interesting about it is it's in the design of a bird. So the beak is it's like that, you know, the mouth cuts vertically,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow the handle works in a different orientation. So when your hand moves like this, the bird's mouth moves like this, and the whole thing is very compact, very small, very delicate,
Mm-hmm.
and very decorated.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple different. You can tell there's a couple different kind of metals on it,
Mm-hmm.
and a little sculpted details.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice, but that is very expensive. I bought from internet, I have to
Mhm.
say. Any flea market I can go to, any antique store I come across, any hardware store actually too. You know, whenever I go to a different country, I'll go into the store where they sell kitchen goods. Maybe we look around, and you know, just anywhere that
Mm-hmm.
feels like there is some scissors in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I know two people who collect scissors. One is Kiki Van Eyck,
Uh-huh.
but her collection is really small.
I mean the designer.
The designer.
Okay.
The other one is the owner of Dunham Jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name, but I read on his online archive.
Uh-huh.
I saw all these pictures of scissors he had.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
Okay.
He has a collection of scissors for tailors,
Mm-hmm.
because, well, himself is a tailor actually.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
I have upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of toys.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of robots, Japanese plastic robot toys from the 90s or the 80s, like little transformers,
Mm-hmm.
and really robots that doesn't really look like what they are supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a sort of childhood relationship.
Mhm.
That's what I grew up with, and also I see it kind of like as a sculpture. It's quite nice.
Okay.
To me, it's a symbol of very simplified justice.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh no, it's totally different. Like two
Mhm.
things. Yeah, but besides scissors and toys, I also have a lot of curious objects,
Mm-hmm.
things that I found interesting too. But those are different.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, I've been looking at some glasswares.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're very nice glasswares, like those from Murano and some Scandinavian design and
Mhm.
designs from Tapio, Wakala.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of glass makers that are really good in Europe, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that is very much worth looking into. But again, that requires a little bit more money actually to
Mhm.
collect.